Namaskar. Good morning, students. Today we are going to do Unit 11. In this unit, we are going to read describing an object or a place, talking about present. In this lesson, the writer has explained about her experience on the visit of orchard. Right? So all of you look at there in your book, page number 131. Here we are talking about food taste better, okay, when we pluck it from the natural place. Have you ever got the experience of plucking the fruit from the natural places? Yeah, some of the people who you are in remote areas, I mean in village, there of course you have got the chance to pluck the fruit from the trees. But the people who are from city areas, maybe they have not got chance to pluck the fruit from the natural places. But here the writer's mother has suggested that if you get chance to pluck the fruit from the natural places, then it tastes better. Okay, so before starting the class, I'd like to discuss with you about something else. Let's think about some fruits. Okay, apple, banana, orange. Okay, now think about which one is your favorite fruit. Yeah, now just imagine that you are in the place where your favorite fruit has planted, right? Okay, so you can see everywhere there different kinds of, different sizes of fruit which are your favorite. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions. Like, what do you see around you? Okay, you can see the different trees, right? Just for example, your favorite fruit is apple, then you can see the apple orchard, right? Different trees where there are different sizes, different colors, fruit you can see there, right? There you can also see the bushes, you can also see the grasses, okay? Maybe you can also see some birds there chirping, right? Okay, now next question. What do you hear there? Okay, in orchard, we can hear the birds chirping, right? And also we can hear the hissing sound of wind. Okay, now what do you smell there? In that orchard, what do you smell? Maybe you can smell the fresh apple, right? And also you can smell the sweet of the apple there. Okay, now let's talk about how it tastes, apple taste. Your favorite fruit is apple, then how it tastes? Okay, it is sweet, sometimes it may be sour, right? Okay, so based on like this kind of experience, visiting an orchard and then seeing the different kinds of fruits, different sizes, and what she has heard there, what she has smelled there, the writer has written how fruit tastes the best. This reading exercise from your text. Now, the writer has written this memoir. Okay, memoir is a narrative which is composed. Just have a look here. This how fruit tastes the best, this exercise, this reading test is based on memoir, right? So in this, what do you mean by memoir then? Okay, memoir is a narrative. Narrative means story, okay, kind of story. A narrative composed from the personal experience. Okay, you can write memoir on different events, right? Just for example, you have visited some places and you have seen something new, or some new different types of events happen to you and you got different experience. So based on that, you can write memoir. So writer also has visited an orchard, apple orchard, and then she has written this memoir. This is a descriptive writing. Descriptive. यसरी मिल्दैन नि अस्ति मलाई सरले पनि यो आइडिया भन्नुभएको थियो कि यसरी यसरी लेख्ने त्यही त
यता फर्केर लेख्दा पनि त छेक्दै छेक्दै गयो अक्षर लेखेको हल्का आएन के लास्टसम्म लेख्यो त्यही भएर हजुरले यता घुम्नु भनेर भनेको हो के हजुरले यताबाट चाहिँ लेख्नु सक्नु भएन
अप्ठ्यारो लाग्छ मलाई हुन त खास हुन चाहिँ हामीहरूलाई ब्रिटिस काउन्सिलमा यसरी लेख है भनेर सिकाउँथ्यो कि मैले त्यहाँ देखेको सिकेँ यतिकै ल ल ठिकै छ
पहिला यहाँ आउनु होइन अब नेक्स्ट कुरा चाहिँ भन्दै हुनुहुन्छ नि टुलहरू
Okay, so memoir is a kind of descriptive writing. Just have a look here. Descriptive writing. In descriptive writing, we talked about sensory domains. Sorry. Okay, sensory domains means what do we see there? Okay, just we can talk about sight, we can talk about smell, we can talk about what we hear, okay? We can also talk about the taste, okay? Like this kind of things, when we will describe, then that is descriptive writing. So here, the writer also has written her own experience of Earth's based on what she could see there, what she could smell there, what she could taste there, like this kind of, right? So in descriptive writing, we should first know about adjectives. If we know adjectives, then we can write descriptive writing. Just for example, I think all of you, do you know what is adjective? Okay, adjectives are describing words. Look at here. Adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. For example, Sima is innocent girl. Okay. Another example, Ravi is a hardworking person. Okay. In these two sentences, you can see here innocent and then hardworking. These two are adjectives. How do you know that these are adjectives? Because these two words are describing these nouns. Okay? So adjectives describes nouns or pronouns. Adjectives describes nouns or pronouns. So all describing words are adjectives. So Sima is innocent girl. Innocent, who is innocent? Sima is innocent. Here, who is hardworking? Ravi is hardworking. Okay, so like this kind of words, they are adjectives. So while writing this how fruit taste based, the memoir, the writer has used many adjectives. Okay, just have a look there in your text. Okay, just have a look there in your test. Okay, there is a question in a study time. You have a look there. Read the childhood experience of the writer about eating oranges and find out the describing words from the text. As I have told you that describing words are adjectives, so you have to underline the adjectives there. Just have a look there now. Let's start reading. We two read together. Okay, and then you will underline the adjectives there. How fruit tastes the best? When I was 10 years old, my mother took me to Sangja. 10 years old. Okay, this old is adjective here. It was during winter vacation. My brother Furba, who was 14 years old, was also in our excursion. Mother told us to respect nature and learn where our fruit comes from. Okay. She added, fruits taste better when we get it ourselves. To learn more and to enjoy delicious oranges, we headed towards an orchard. Okay, in this whole paragraph, we could find two adjectives. One is old, which is describing I, okay, and other one is delicious. You can see there, delicious. What is delicious here? Oranges are delicious. So in this way, please find out all the adjectives. I give you 5 minutes time. Within that 5 minutes, all of you read, go through the text, and then underline the adjectives there. Okay, now I think you have underlined the adjectives there. So have a look, I have listed here out. Delicious, ripe, tiny, tempting, large, small, green, blooming, shining, big, juicy, sweet, greeny, prickly, plummy, floppy, hard, sour, busy, wonderful, heavy, soft, fragrant, bumpy, and pleasant. These are the adjectives which the writer has used to write her memoir. Okay, so I think that you know the meaning. Okay, let's discuss. This delicious means tasty, sweet. Okay, ripe is mature type of, now ready to eat. Tiny is small. Tempting, it is attractive, charming, which could attract the attention of the person. Large, it's a big one. Small, tiny, we can say. Green, it's a color. Blooming, blooming is flowering. And shining, shining is bright. Okay, big, juicy, sweet, greeny, prickly. You can see here prickly. Prickly means with some thorn. Then after plummy, plummy is juicy type of. Pulpy, this is soft. Hard, sour, busy, wonderful, heavy, soft. Fragrant. Fragrant means, do you have any idea? Yeah, fragrant means pleasant type of, sweet type of. And bumpy. Bumpy is not smooth type of, okay, and pleasant. So these are the adjectives the writer has used. Now, I hope you have completed reading the text as well. So let's have a look in exercise 1. So in exercise 1, there is talked about these, all the adjectives which comes under smell, which comes under taste, and which come under sight. Like this way, you have to divide. Just for example, delicious. Delicious is what? Okay. When we feel delicious, it is a taste, or it is a sight, or it is a smell. What is it? You have to find out. Just have a look here. The similar words are here. Okay, so here the words, the adjectives which you have underlined, now you have to write under taste, touch, smell, and sight. Here I have given some more examples to make you have some more knowledge, and including these words you can find here. Just for example, when we will like to talk about taste, okay, how it tastes, when we would like to talk at the time, we can use this kind of adjectives like sour, sweet, juicy, delicious, etc. And then for thoughts, if we'd like to talk about thoughts, then we can use soft, pulpy, prickly, bumpy, hard, etc. Then if we'd like to talk about the smell, how it smells, if we'd like to know about it or like to describe about the smell of the fruit, then we can use fresh, sweet, fragrant, pleasant, sour, like this kind of adjectives. And if we'd like to talk about the sight, then we can use ripe, tempting, shining, attractive, greeny, etc. Okay, this we can look at. So you just see here, taste is related to our tongue. As I have told you that sensory domains or sensory organs which we use for describing something. So here taste means what we use, which sense organs we use. Here we use tongue. Okay, so when we taste something, when we eat something, then what it tastes like. Okay, at the time we use this kind of adjectives. And then for thoughts, when we thought something at the time, what kind of adjectives we can use. Sometimes it is very soft, sometimes it is pulpy, sometimes prickly, like this kind of words we can use. This thought is related to skin. And smell is related to nose, okay, sense organs, nose. So here, how we smell it, like fresh, sweet, fragrant, like this kind of smell. And then sight, when we see, at the time we use our eyes. So eyes, when we see some ripe fruits, some tempting fruits, some shining fruits, some attractive fruits, like this kind of, okay? So these adjectives we can use for describing something. So when we use these adjectives, then we can write descriptive essay or descriptive writing we can do by using this kind of adjectives. So now, let's look at the exercise. Just have a look, exercise 2 now. Okay, so in exercise 2, you can see there in your book, page number 132, you see there, there are 2 columns, okay? You have to match the words with their describing words, okay? So have a look here, orchard, orange trees, orange leaves, orange juice, and oranges. So you have to match this. I want to give you 2 minutes time. Within these 2 minutes, you try to complete it. Okay, so orchard. Where have you matched? Okay, orchard, big and small, plummy and pulpy, honey-filled, nectar, green and heaven-like. Okay, this orchard is heaven-like. Did you get? Okay, then orange trees. Orange trees are big and small. We can find that some of the trees are very big and some of the trees they are small in orchard. So orange leaves, what do you think? Orange leaves are, they are green. Orange juice is, guess once, what have you written? Okay, orange juice are honey-filled nectar. Okay, this is the describing word for this. Now, oranges are plummy and pulpy. Okay, so in this way you can match the word from column 1 to column B. These are the words, these are the describing words. Now, let's look at exercise 3. For doing this exercise, I would like to tell you to read once again and then find out there are some incorrect words, you have to correct it. Okay? For this, you have to go through the text again, once again, and then you have to try it. So the writer is fond of growing oranges. So find out where is the mistake in this sentence. Which word is incorrect here? The writer is fond of growing oranges. Is growing correct? Okay, growing, not growing oranges, but eating oranges. So what will be the sentence here? The writer is fond of eating oranges. Okay, so let's look at number B. Her brother detested the oranges. Detested means disliked, hate. Okay, detested. So her brother disliked the oranges. Is it true? No. This detested is wrong here. What will be the correct word then? Her brother liked the oranges. Okay. Now number 3, oranges. Orange trees were filled with flowers. Do you think that the writer has used that the orange trees were filled with flowers? No. Orange trees were filled with oranges. Okay. So you have to underline it, and then while writing the correct answer, you have to change the word which you have underlined. Mother advised them not to eat unripe oranges because they could be bitter. Is this bitter or what? Mother advised them not to eat unripe oranges because they could be sour, not bitter. Okay. So while returning, the writer carried a large and tempting orange. While returning, the writer carried. Do you think that the writer could carry the orange while returning? The last sentence from the text. Yeah, I could easily imagine how soft, while returning, my eyes caught sight of a large orange. The writer is talking about she could see that, right? Not carry that. So while returning, the writer saw, we have to use saw here, saw a large and tempting orange. So in this way, we can change the incorrect word. You have to underline the incorrect word and then correct it. So this is in Unit 3. Now, let's have a look the other questions. Now we are talking about questions answer. Okay, here I have given you some extra questions, and some questions are from the text. Okay. Now, look at here. Where did the writer go in the winter vacation? Okay, before reading these questions, just have a look there in your book. Okay, read the text once again, and then you can write, because here are analytical questions which you have to describe sometime, and sometime you have to analyze to write the answer. So before starting writing the question's answer, it's better to read once again the text, and then you can write correctly. Okay, so where did the writer go in the winter vacation? Okay, her mother has told that there is an orchard which she has visited, where she has grown up. Okay, so she would like to take writer and her brother there. So they have gone. The correct answer is not these all. These all I'm saying is just the background. You have to write where exactly the place. Okay, you don't have to write more. You don't have to write the background, right? So the writer go and did is here. This is all about past. Okay, so the writer went where? To Sangja in the winter vacation. Okay, did you get the answer? Now, who were in the excursion? Excursion means what? What do you think? What does excursion mean? Excursion means a journey. Okay, so who were in the excursion? There were 3 members. They are writer, mother, and her brother. Writer, herself, and then her mother and her brother were in the excursion. Now, why was the writer's mother feeling excited in that particular place? What do you think? In which place we become excited? Okay, where we had spent our childhood, right? So the writer's mother also has spent her childhood there in that particular place, so she was feeling excited to be there. Okay, now what advice did the mother give to the children? What do you think? What may be the answer? Okay, the writer's mother has given the advice that not to eat unripe oranges. If we eat, then it may be sour. Okay, so only choose the best one, ripe one, and then only taste it. She has advised in that way. So what were the writer's mother and brother doing in the orchard? Writer's brother was sitting in the corner and then enjoying the different sizes oranges, and then writer's mother was just filling her bag with the oranges. So in this way we can write the question's answer. I'd like to sum up today's class. Thank you very much, students, for listening to me. Thank you all. Namaskar.